Welcome to One Life, wing it. This is the theme and we sing it. In this here world that's so hectic, it's a podcast that's ever so eclectic. Hello.
And welcome to One Life, wing it.
I can't hear you.
Start again then.
Go on, speak again.
And welcome to One Life, wing it.
There you go.
Ta-da! Well, how long is it since we've last done one?
July.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
September.
Well, it's not brilliant, but it's not that bad.
I'm spending 10 quid a month on this.
Yeah,
bloody
fair
malarkey.
enough. I know,
and
fair
no
enough.
one wants to do a bloody podcast. Anyway, where are we, Joanne?
We're about 5 miles out of Glossop in the Peak District.
Glossop? We're not miles out of Glossop.
No, we're not. It said 5 miles. There's a sign up that road there that says Glossop 5 miles.
Did he really?
Yeah.
It took us a bloody long time then, 5 miles.
Well, the little roads, aren't they? It takes you forever.
We're in a car park, aren't we?
We are. What are we in?
We're in our motorhome, Auntie Jo. Yeah, we've become old.
Yeah.
We've become old Daily Mail readers. No,
Oh, God, no. Don't say that.
well, I won't say that. I've just said it. I mean, as if we sound like we're Daily Mail readers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
If you're listening to this and you're a Daily Mail reader,
Get off. It's not your podcast, duck.
yes. fuck. There you are. Like that in the bottom of the column, the comments. Yeah, we're in a car park, aren't we, Joe? We found. Tell us.
Right, well, let's start. When did we buy the motorhome? I like that better than camper van.
Well, it is a motorhome.
It is really, because it's a proper home. You know, it's any of you who follow us or either of us on social media, have a look. I think we've both got photos up, haven't we?
Have we?
And we can put a photo up on here.
Hargraft_UK. That's me on that there Twitter. And Hargraft Theatre Co. on Instagram. And there's definitely a picture on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely.
Or you can go to Hargraft on Facebook.
We bought this a couple of months ago, didn't we?
Yeah, we bought it. We got a phone call. Our plan initially was to buy a van. And we've been to a few van auctions, haven't we?
Yeah.
Looking at like a Mercedes Sprinter type van. I say that we weren't going to buy Mercedes Sprinters because Rick said they were rubbish and they're rot. So we weren't going to buy one of those. But we were buying something of that size.
And can we just say as well, when it comes to vehicles, we don't buy anything unless Richard tells us to buy it.
Yes, I know.
It is actually the truth, isn't
if
it?
you don't know Richard, it's R White, Car Body Repairs, Little Tennis Street, Nottingham. And we spent a lot of time there this summer. Anyway, so we've been looking at. In fact, we went to see one, didn't we? And we were going to buy it.
Yeah.
It was a Volkswagen, and it had been repossessed.
Crafter, wasn't it?
Repossessed by the police from somewhere in Newcastle. I'd love to have known what they.
I know.
I bet they were drug dealers or something.
I really
reckon
wanted
we'd have bought it.
We'd have
and there'd been
found a
massive
stash.
of
Yeah,
cocaine
definitely.
or something in the back. Anyway, we couldn't afford it. We did. We had enough money, but we would have been absolutely washed out, wouldn't we?
We got itchy feet, really. It didn't feel. We both had doubts, and I'm not entirely sure what the doubts were, but we just backed out at the time.
It just didn't. I didn't fall in love with it when
No.
I just didn't fall in love. And if we was in that now, it would be tiny.
Yeah, I know
it would. And we'd be really cramped, and Kit would be doing our heads in. Do you know what I mean? It'd be worse than he is now under our feet. So anyway, we decided that the best thing to do, because what we want to do is we want to go to Spain in January, February, March next year.
For the great winter getaway.
We wanted to buy something, and then we were going to do it up, weren't we? We were going to take it somewhere, and I was going to do it up. And I was going to be building beds.
Well, I passed your nails.
Yeah, I've been on more YouTube videos. How to build a stealth camper van. Yeah,
I mean the stealth thing's a thing, isn't it? We notice them now, don't we? Just sort of ordinary vans where when you look, when you know, and you know that somebody's definitely like living inside
tinted windows, and they usually have an awning on the side, don't they?
Yeah.
That you can't see the awning on the side, or something on the roof. They'll have like a chimney or something, won't they? Anyway, so we're looking around, and we went to a few auctions, and then Rick rang us, my brother, and he said, have a look at this, and he sent us a picture of a 1994 Fiat
Ducato with a Swift conversion, darlings.
Swift conversion on the back, and it was in York, an auction in York, and the guide price was 1,500. So we went, we looked at it, and did the check on the MOTs. It hadn't failed on much, apart from the odd light and bolt tyre. So we went. Oh, kettle's boiling.
Kettle.
Go on. So, shall I tell the story while you
go
make the tea?
You crack on.
So we bid on it. We were there, and his mate had an account with this auction house, and we put our maximum bid of what was our maximum bid?
It was it
that $2.5 grand or something, or $3 grand, and we bought it. We won, and then they said we can't sell it yet because it's too cheap. So we had to negotiate, and we negotiated with the family, and finally we bought it. And it's we'd not seen it. We had no idea what it was like. We didn't even know whether the engine worked, did we?
No, we didn't know anything.
So we drove up, took the money up, paid for it, and then drove it back to Lancashire, and it was absolutely brilliant. It was absolute. I mean, it's a 1994, so it's looks like it's from 1994, but it's brilliant. We cleaned it all up, and then so for the whole of the summer, really, we've just tried to work out how it all works. How the fridge works and the cooker works and the gas works, and we took it for an MOT and it failed, so we've been doing welding and stuff. So we spent the whole of our summer while you've been moping about, wondering where the
enjoying your heat wave.
Yeah.
Well,
during the heat wave, we
solar
were
panels fitted.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay, sorry.
During the heat wave, we took it down to Nottingham. It failed its MOT on a bit of welding and bits and bobs, nothing major, and so we spent a week living in a
it's like an industrial
industrial estate.
Yeah,
really.
It is really.
So it's absolutely boiling, and it was horrible, wasn't it?
It was boiling. It was just boiling, hanging about, waiting for people to deliver things and all that going on, wasn't it?
But then it finally passed its MOT, and then we decided to put solar panels on the top. So now it has a solar panel. It's got an inverter, which means we can use normal electricity. Can't we? We've got DVD player, and we've got television, we've got kettles, we've got slow cookers, we've got a heater. It's got a proper heater, hasn't it?
Yeah, proper.
So where have we been then? We've been doing it, and our plan is that we need to know how it's all going to work, because we can't just tip up in France
Europe,
and then get stranded because we don't know how to turn the fridge on.
Well, first of all, we went to Nottingham in it. Then we went to the Lake District in it.
We went to Wales in it.
Oh, we did. We went to Wales.
It was really, really sad. Really, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Because this van has got a tow bar on the back, and we hadn't had a tow bar for about a year. And we needed a tow bar to tow our old caravan, which was housed in North Wales, to the scrap man.
Yeah.
It was right.
It was quite poignant, wasn't it?
Was really that the new van pulls the old van to
its
the
death,
funeral
really.
parlour.
Yeah.
So we got rid of the van, and then we went to Lake District, and then we found this app. There's an app called Park for Night, for like the letter, if you want to have a look at it, and it just has locations where you can sleep for either very little money or no money. So at the moment we've found this spot. We're right next to a, what's this place called? Gimp Valley, isn't it?
I can't remember. Glimp, is it?
Something, yeah. Anyway, so we're in Derbyshire. We're next to this lake, not too far from Buxton, and it's for free. So in the car park at the moment, there's 5 lads who've just tipped up in their boy racer cars, and they're all like taking photographs of them.
And all the cars have got little sticky things on the windscreens with names on them.
What's the names?
Forbidden 13.
Forbidden. Yeah.
Funny.
So they're all like, obviously, you'd have thought they'd have all come in one car, wouldn't you? There's 5 of them. They could have all got in one car, couldn't they?
I know.
Anyway, so we're in this car park, and we will spend the whole night sat here, and and that's what we do now, isn't it? It's how we.
That's how we roll at the weekends.
That's how we roll. So the first time we tried it, though, we were really nervous, weren't we? We were like, oh, there you are, look, boy racer, and we were like, oh, this is terrible. What's going to happen? Blah blah blah. And it's absolutely.
It was lovely.
It was easy, wasn't it?
Wake up in the morning, cook your breakfast. What we're doing tonight, Mark? What have we just bought? 28 days later.
Why are you jumping from there to there?
Because I'm just thinking about it. I was thinking about what we're going to do tonight. That's why I thought about that.
Is it? Why don't you think about what we've been doing all the summer and tell our avid listener Dave in Dartford, Solihull, about our amazing life? No. What was? You've lost me spot now. I was enjoying telling the tale then. We got to Lake District first night, bit nervous, needn't have been. You know what I mean? In fact, we took our Billy, didn't we?
Yeah, we
My
did.
son, and he was like, "We're going to park in a car park." I said, "Yeah, Bill, we'll be all right." So we sat there parking in the car park, and it was fine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then that's all we've done really. We went to Pembrokeshire, been to Lakes twice now, and we just travel around, parking car parks, move along, eat your tea in the Asda car park, don't you? And then we've went to Pembrokeshire a couple of weeks ago.
For a holiday, really, wasn't it?
Took the kids. Absolute bliss.
It was brilliant.
From one car park to another, with the loos, and we've got a shower in the van. It's absolutely opened our eyes to travel, hasn't it? And what we can do, and what you can do for very little, really.
Yeah, really, really giving us freedom, hasn't it?
I mean, now we've bought it and we've kitted it out. The only thing is diesel. Oh, we haven't told them the major thing about diesel. Tell them about the diesel, Joanne. So we're there, weren't we? Talking to our Richard and Darren.
Yeah.
And I was moaning about the cost of diesel. And Darren happens to mention
about putting vegetable oil in instead of, or as well as diesel, not instead of diesel. Apparently, I know nothing about cars really, but apparently older diesel.
You know now.
I do know now. Older diesel engines can take vegetable oil because it's so unsophisticated. They'll just chug on it as long as you do a decent mix.
Shall I give you a bit of trivia? I think his name was Rudolf Diesel. That's who invented the diesel engine. And when he invented it, it didn't have diesel in because they didn't have diesel. But he tested it with palm oil. So it had coconut oil. I tell a lie. So the first diesel engine was run on coconut oil.
Oh, there you are.
So there you go. But apparently you can have your new diesels done, but they all have turbos and all that now. This engine is an old Fiat engine from 1994, like we said, which has not got a computer on it or
no.
It's basic engine.
We've been doing it. How many weeks we've been doing it now? We did it fairly early on.
Yeah, we were nervous first. And
really
put,
nervous.
40 quid in and then.
Well, we'd just done the blooming MOT, so we'd just paid for the MOT and thought, if we blooming break the engine now, putting oil in.
But we went to the Lake District. It was when we went to the Lake District second time, and or to Kendal.
Yeah.
Anyway, we put it in, and apart from it smelling like a chip shop, a mobile chip shop, it absolutely runs perfectly well, doesn't it?
It's bang on.
We have to watch it though, because as the temperature starts to dip, it's now in September, and it's getting cooler.
We've probably only got another few weeks in this country of doing that, haven't we? But then once we start,
I don't know. Depends, doesn't it?
Depends on the weather, doesn't it? But probably
once the engine's warm, it's fine. So as long as we warm the engine, then put it in, and then do the journey, we're laughing. But it starts to get gloopy is the word, and it will start to run rough. So, but we won't. But Lidl, fortunately, have started doing 5 litres of 5 litres of vegetable oil, sunflower oil, for 4 quid.
Works out about 80p a litre, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which is obviously a lot cheaper than
50p
diesel.
50p a litre on.
Yeah.
But then you have to stand by the roadside, don't you, with a funnel and a bit of pipe.
I love that bit though.
I like that bit because everyone looks at you like going,
yeah.
Are they putting?
What they're doing?
Is that what you know what I mean? Is he having a wee?
Oh, for goodness' sake!
He's having a wee. Look, bless him. He doesn't know we're sat in this car.
Oh no, he doesn't. He won't do, will he?
He won't do it.
Shall I knock on the window?
No, he'd be mortified if he knew. He'd be mortified. The penny will drop in a minute, and he'll see us, and he'll go, "Oh, what are you doing? I can't believe it, you pedo." Something like that. And I'll go, what? I'm just sat in the car park, you dick. Anyway, so sunflower oil, it's the future. So we're going to get to Spain, I reckon, on litres and litres and litres of vegetable oil, aren't we?
Yep, that'll be us next January.
That will definitely be us. If you want an advert on a little podcast, you can if you want.
I mean, this has dominated our life of recent, really, hasn't it? Getting this kit today.
So this week alone, we bought a little Apple Mac Air, haven't we?
Yeah.
And that's going to be partly entertainment and partly work. Snicket now is like almost ready for release.
Almost there now.
Almost there. In fact, we're going to release it on Halloween. So if you're listening in Edinburgh, Bristol, Birmingham, Nottingham, Cardiff. There's another one. Leeds. We're doing. We're releasing it there. We're doing ghost walks over Halloween. So I'm busy writing all the ghost stories and researching all the ghost stories for all those cities, which is fabulous. So our plan is to get in the van.
Sorry, I was looking at them lads.
Yeah, I know you were. I was thinking, here's me again. I have to drive the van. I have to make the tea. I have to do everything.
You do not have to make the tea.
Yeah, look, they're going now.
You do what you want, Duck.
Oh, look at them, look, bless them.
I don't understand it, mate. I don't see how that's fun.
Well, we shouldn't really talk about it because
they can't see it. I know, yeah.
We can just explain that there are boy racers.
They're doing handbrake. He did a handbrake turn, look, see. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, well, he wants to knob off, really, doesn't he? If he comes near me, dickhead.
They want to go home now, don't they?
So our plan is to get in with the computer, with the microphone, to carry on with our podcast and tell you, our valued listener in Solihull.
And we promise we will do more podcasts when
I think we need to.
We definitely will.
We need to start talking about
do you know what we need to do? We
need
to put these on the calendar, say Tuesday morning podcast.
Yeah.
Do it like that.
Yeah, maybe. What they got on the back of there then? Bye then, lads. Thanks for coming.
They're going, hallelujah. Bloody hell.
Bye. Thanks a lot. Cheers, mate.
How strange.
Oh, he's got a Ford Fiesta.
Ford Fiesta.
Dave at the back with his Ford Fiesta. It's to drive to Spain, and
I think just telling you where we are. I mean, some will probably be 10, 15-minute podcasts, won't they? We'll just say, this is what we've done today. This is where we are today. If you're not interested, that's fine. If you are interested, then you're interested. Fine. Yeah, brilliant.
Might put some videos up as well.
Yeah, I think we do need to do some videoing.
We've decided that we found tons and tons and tons of videos of millennials travelling around the world in camper vans and motorhomes. And no disrespect to that age group, but they're no bugger all, do they?
No.
They talk to you like they think they've invented the life.
I know.
And you're going, yeah, mate, did that 30 years ago.
I know.
Yeah, mate, did that 30 years ago.
You're just like, you're undergraduates of the University of Life. We've got a PhD in it now.
I know. So this week, I was telling the listener about what we bought a little Apple Mac, haven't we, for work. And we've bought this system, which is really, really good. It's a Wi-Fi booster, and because we're on BT, God, this is getting really boring now, isn't it? Because we're on BT,
I know, but
we have access to FON, which is Europe-wide hotspots all around the place, and this antenna thing that we bought allows you to click onto that Wi-Fi up to like 100 meters away, which is a long way away, and gives you a Wi-Fi hotspot in your van.
So you have normal Wi-Fi, you can crack on with your work,
and we can watch BT Sport and Sky Sport. More importantly,
see, a lot of people, when we've said we've got a camper van, how many people have said, I'd love motorhome? How many people have said, I'd love to do that? So I think if you're interested, this, it's taken us weeks and weeks to get all this together, hasn't it?
I think as long as you don't take the piss and shove it in people's faces and go, "Oh, aren't we great?
Yeah, definitely.
Isn't it great living in a car park?"
I know, but I don't think we're not.
In Marseille.
I think the best thing about being 50 rather than 30 is you're not a twat like that, are you? You understand.
You haven't even told us the joys of doing a strip wash in a public toilet, Joanne.
That was dead easy. That was when we were in Pembrokeshire the other week. We were parking in car parks, and I mean,
it's funny, you know, because they like at the moment, how many cars are in this car park?
None now. Everyone's gone.
Everyone's gone, so we're all alone. It's what time is it in the evening?
And
it's Saturday.
It's Saturday at 20 to 6 in the evening.
The sun's shining. It's been raining all day though. It's been a shutty day, isn't it? The sun is shining, and we have got this car park to ourselves. I would imagine no one will come here.
No.
All the walkers have gone home, and that'll be us now. So it'll be me, Joe, and Kit, our tea, and
28 days later.
28 days later.
I won't sleep. No, I will. I'll be fine. I'll get my head around it. It's a film. It's not real.
I know, but it's very.
Although
desolate.
last time I couldn't go upstairs on my own. Last time I watched
Well,
it.
we ain't gone upstairs yet. Well, we have actually.
That's
we
all
are
right.
upstairs.
I'll be all right as long as you're next to me to get any infected people.
What if I go?
What if you go outside for a wee and get infected?
And get bit, and then you're inside with all the keys. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going.
Oh, I think you're right. I'm not going to watch it.
That's what we do to Martha, isn't it, when we walk around.
I know. Get kicked out of hotels.
So that this is us now. This will be our life. Snicket starts very soon. We'll tell you all about that, and it'll be hopefully somewhere. It will be somewhere where you are, and you'll be able to have a look at it. We've been really busy doing that as well, haven't we?
Yeah,
writing
really busy.
Stories for that and writing all sorts of stuff. And that does that bring us up to date?
I think that about brings us up to date.
Christmas is coming. The goose is going to get fatter, I'm hoping. We're doing babushka this year, so that's taking a lot of time at the moment. We're using the camper van as a massive billboard as well, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun. We'll have to take loads of photos of that.
We'll put some photos.
What is it? We've got a 4 metre by 3 metre great big poster to put on the side of the van that we're going to illuminate and just park around the commuter belt, really, aren't we?
Well, we're in the northwest. We're in Clitheroe and down to Cheshire, actually.
Yeah, Northwich as well. Hebden Bridge.
So we sit
cool.
outside, just outside the towns as people commute to work.
With the banner on our van while we're inside working, having a cup of tea of a morning. And everyone else is driving to work.
I'm working. Joe will be asleep, probably.
I won't be asleep.
But
why'd you say that? I'm always up.
Experience?
I might get up at about 8:30 sharp every day.
Apart from the days you get up at 10.
They are few and far between.
All right. Well, I shall write them in the diary from now on.
Marvellous.
That's us anyway. That's us for now. Can you think of anything else to tell them? Any stories that have occurred to you while we've been...
I can't.
Oh, we find this... I tell you, what I find interesting. We were talking about this, weren't we? We were talking about the fact that... when we was in Pembrokeshire, we noticed that camper vans and motorhomes, they kind of club together at one end of the car park, don't they? Like the Indians and the cowboys in the cowboy and Indian films, like at night where they pull into a big circle to keep the Indians at bay. That, I find it quite interesting because we kind of went, oh, no, I'm all right, mate. We're all right.
Somebody asked us if we wanted to come and park next to them, didn't we? It is funny.
And I was a bit like, no. And I was thinking maybe we missed something and maybe there's a reason for that.
I think it's just the community, you have to wave, by the way, as well. When you're when you're driving on the road, every single camper van that comes past you, you're expected to wave at each other, which is really nice, but a little bit boring. But we've also joined, flipping heck, this is how all consumed we are. We've joined a couple of Facebook groups as well. With people just...
I'm old and boring.
I know, yeah, exactly. But people post query. I'm sure that it will be quite useful at times to us. But somebody put on there a question: is it rude? Do you feel offended if people don't wave at you? And all the comments on it, people go, yeah, it upsets me when people don't wave back. So I thought,
well, they don't wave back, yeah. But if nobody waved,
then
it would be just like,
normal.
motoring.
Yeah, just like
But
driving.
then it's kind of like, I suppose it's because we're excited at the minute, aren't we? And then in 6 months' time, you know, when we're going, oh, there's another
I'm
one.
sick to damn death of waving at everybody.
Every bloody camper van. Bloody narrow roads as well. That's the other
That's
thing.
not
Is
fun,
that everywhere you
I
go
know.
to be away from people, it's got bloody narrow roads and low bridges. So we're 3 meters 2, aren't we now? High.
Yeah.
God knows how
Over
wide
3.
we are. Quite wide. But we'll put a picture up anyway, and on the podcast thing. And we hope you're all right. A big hello to Simon and the posse down there in Nottingham.
Yay.
And Janet, get well soon.
Yeah.
Who else?
I don't think anyone else listens, Mark.
There's 4 of you.
I think that's it.
4 of you. Although last time we put one up about the porn on the end of the...
that one did really well.
You know
didn't
why,
it?
don't you?
Yeah.
Because Michael Sheen
Retweeted
it. Bless him.
That's what you want.
Thank you very much, Mike. I'm sure he's an avid listener now.
Oh, without a doubt.
I'm
But
sure
he'll be our 5th.
I'm sure he'll be going on American chat shows telling camper van
Bragging
stories.
about us.
Yeah. I bought I bought a caravan. Camper van, even. Well, have a lovely week, and hopefully we'll be back next week with another podcast.
Yay.
Until then,
Carry on with the motorhome madness, folks.
yeah, remember you've only got one life. Just
Wing it.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that's another half an hour of your life you're never going to see again, innit? Oh, it's sad.
I know, Ducky.
No, but it's really, really sad.
Yeah, I know, Ducky.
No, but it's really, really sad.
All right, shut up then. They can always go on the internet and get some more, can't they?